Digital Foundry unveiled the specifications for Microsoft's Project Scorpio, and they're quite interesting. One thing is for sure though, all that processing power won't come for cheap. Mike Ybarra, corporate vice president of Xbox and Windows Gaming, stated that Project Scorpio was designed specifically for that premium customer, the gamer that expects the absolute best versions of the games. This is following the site stating that the Scorpio will be more expensive than the PS4 Pro. In our opinion, odds are that it could be priced at $499, if we're being optimistic. The PlayStation 4 Pro currently retails for $399. Thus far, Microsoft is making a good case for Scorpio to showcase the true power of Xbox One titles. For instance, games like Gears of War 4, which take advantage of a dynamic buffer adjusting the resolution for optimal performance, can now run at their maximum resolution and still deliver a strong frame rate. All that remains is to know how much that will all cost. Over the past week, it came to the gaming world's attention that CD Projekt Red, developer of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, was trying to trademark the word Cyberpunk. This is due to its next big release being Cyberpunk 2077. Naturally, this raised concerns, especially when you consider past similar incidents. The developer took to Twitter to address those concerns and noted, "We want to protect our hard work and we don't plan on using the trademark offensively. It's a self-defense measure only." Essentially, it doesn't want there to be a naming scheme similar to Cyberpunk 2077, and it was noted that the trademarks owned by the author of the Cyberpunk universe have already been purchased. A trademark is not a copyright or patent. These are totally different rights and they should not be confused, said the developer. While this could prevent other games from using the word cyberpunk for their titles, CD Projekt Red said that the role of the trademark is only used to protect words, signs used as titles of games, names of products, etc. If someone names their game John Smith Adventures in a Cyberpunk Society, or 20 short video games set in cyberpunk worlds, none of them should be treated as infringement of our rights. This is because, despite being part of the title, there is no risk that consumers would associate these games with CD Projekt Red. Microsoft's reveal of the Xbox Scorpio focused mostly on the hardware for now, but a few questions still remain. For instance, how expensive will this be? It is abundantly clear that Microsoft haven't held back in any regard. Will Scorpio be an expensive machine? Wedbush Securities analyst Michael Pachter said in an exclusive chat with GamingBolt, "I'm not competent to figure out what the components cost, nor to understand the power, other than to say it looks more powerful than a PS4 Pro. I would guess that it will launch around the same $400 or so. If it's priced higher, it may not sell very well." Pachter also remarked on the possibility of Japanese support for the system. After all, one of Microsoft's stated goals with it was to win back the support of developers, and it is an open secret that Xbox head Phil Spencer has been working hard to win the favor of Japanese companies. Does Pachter see the scope of increased Japanese support for Scorpio? He said when we asked him about it, "I do not expect a lot of Japanese developer support. We might see some independent developers sign up, but Sony has great relationships with the established developers and Microsoft does not." Given how great the output of Japanese developers has been this year, that would be a bummer, and ultimately a serious hole in the Scorpio's lineup. Power is well and good, but ultimately it's the games that will sell your machine. Well, those and the price, so let's hope Microsoft heeds Pachter's words and doesn't price the Scorpio higher than $399. But given the insane power Scorpio offers, we doubt this is happening. Then again, Microsoft could surprise us all. Undead Labs' open-world zombie sandbox title State of Decay 2 will be huge. In a recent blog post, the developer announced that the game would have 3 maps at launch, and each would be roughly the size of the original. The maps themselves will also be quite varied. You should expect to see slightly different environments, definitely different landmarks and locations, different layouts lending themselves to different strategies, unique home sites, and even different mission types. This is being done to prevent a sense of deja vu among players, along with expanding the overall world. Why do we do it that way? Well, primarily because it makes the game more fun. It really feels like you're moving from one small town to another, and creates a tremendous sense of immersion. And perhaps counterintuitively, it makes the world feel even bigger. You know how on one map, even one 3 times the size as the original games, the longer you play, the more you start feeling deja vu with every mission? That's less of an issue with separate maps. And see above about strategies and missions. Oh, and one more detail. The multiple map setup makes it easy to expand the world down the line, if you know what I mean. Undead Labs is also working on allowing players to transfer all their survivors and items from one area to others, with a refund of players when shifting buildings. These features aren't guaranteed though. We'll have all the vehicles parked in our home site parking spaces along with whatever's stored in the trucks. We're also going to get at least a partial refund on what we sunk into building our facilities. That's the intention anyway. As always, specifics may change a bit as we get deeper into testing. State of Decay 2 will be heading to Xbox One and Windows 10, with release date info coming at E3 2017. That'll be it for this video. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.